Continuing with the Ministry of Tourism's thrust to market the islands of the Bahamas as individual destinations, Tourism's Deputy Director General Tommy Thompson is launching the 14-Island Film Challenge next month in the UK.
What we're going to do is look to recruit aspiring directors who will then, through a process of elimination through competitions in the UK, come down to the Bahamas probably in January, February 2010 to shoot some content on the 14 islands of the Bahamas. Now what we're going to use this content for is to go onto the website in the UK, but also it's going to start the differentiation process of the islands of the Bahamas. You know, that's something the Minister is extremely keen that we get going with. So what we're going to do is to work with a national film school in the UK, and we're going to work with their database, with their contacts, and we're going to send out wide and far. We're going to cast our net in order to get as many aspiring directors as possible to enter the competition.
The Director General says that this promotion was born out of the need to find more creative ways to maximize the allocated advertising budget available to him.
You know, the idea is that when somebody goes to the website and they click on Andros, for example, they see all the wonderful things that Andros has to offer. And the idea is for them to learn so much more about the Bahamas that it entices them to come on a vacation. Now, what you got to realize is the Bahamas is more complicated than most destinations because there's so many islands and we have to educate as many people as possible. It's very difficult to do that with traditional advertising. Thus, the website is perhaps the best way to communicate this information. So in addition to those new clips going onto the website, we'll also be working with our tour partners in the UK to put together island hopping packages so that when you see what there is to offer, then you have an opportunity to purchase it as well.
And for those Bahamians interested in participating in this promotion, Thompson says that you can enter to become an envoy, and if selected, you can host one of these talented filmmakers in your home.
What we want is for as many Bahamians as possible in the 14 islands to enter, to say, yes, this is something I can get involved with. So we're going to be working with ZNS, we're going to be working with church leaders, with past Cacique winners, with our local offices on the island, with the administrators. And we want to get the word out to the Bahamians that this is what we're doing in order to promote the islands of the Bahamas in the UK. So anybody who has an interest in their island, anybody who's passionate about their island, we want you to come forth and be a volunteer. And we have a panel of judges who's going to then do the selection of everybody who enters into the competition. So again, we want to involve the local Bahamian public. We also want to involve the directors in the UK. So this is going to be actually a real high quality event. And what we want to do is next year, 2010, to have those films shown at the BIF Bahamas International Film Festival so that you can see the work that has been done to differentiate the islands of the Bahamas. October is going to be when both competitions kick off. We're going to be doing the recruiting in the UK for the directors, and we're also going to be doing recruiting in the Bahamas for the local families. So it's probably going to be a 2-week window in the Bahamas, probably around about the 6th, 7th of October for 2 weeks, an intensive media campaign in order for the word to get out there. And by the end of October, we want to have both the judges, the families, and also the winners of the director winners, have that all sorted out. And when January rolls around, then we want them to be able to get out here and start shooting.
For more details on how to enter, click on the 14-Island Film Challenge. For the Tourism Today Network, I'm Gina Rogers-Seeley.